everyone, my name is Hetali and welcome to the first video of React Wednesday series called Learning with Hetali. So I'm currently learning React and I thought I'll take you along with me in this journey. So here in this series we will discuss React concepts, any new updates or interesting features. We'll also create demos and applications together. So let's get started. Today we will discuss what is React and why is it so important. We will also create a static page in React. So, what is React and why is it so important? React is a JavaScript library used to build user interfaces to create single page applications. It is a declarative library, so with little code, you can get a rich application. Uh, it can be integrated in your existing code. That is, you do not need to modify your code to add a new React component in your application. Since it is a popular library, it is used in all sized firms. So that can give you more opportunities as a React developer. It is easy to learn. It works on JSX, which stands for JavaScript XML, and it is an optional language, which is basically HTML in JavaScript. So let's create our first static page in React. So here is the basic HTML page where we'll be adding the React library. This is what the page looks like. So let's start with adding the CD and links for React. And in the head tag, we will then add Babel, which is a package that converts JSX to JavaScript. So here's the Babel package. We then need a container where we will be rendering our React component. So let's define a div tag and give it an ID as first page. We will now define our JSX snippet in the script tag and set the type as text/babel, and let's call it as title. So we will use the create root and render method, which will add the h1 tag inside the div container. So let's add that with react DOM.create root and so the variable should be defined inside the square bracket. Let's see what our page looks like. So as you can see, static React page is now inside the div container. Let's check our console. So there it is. You see div and h1 tag. Now this line number 17, this code can also be written in two parts by defining the container in a variable and then rendering the variable. So we can do that by calling it as a container and then we render the container. So this example will give the same output. Now say for example if I want to add a paragraph tag, let's do that. Let's add this in separate lines so it's easier to read. So yes, this will throw an error because React DOM can only render one element at a time. So as you can see, that's what it says. JSX expressions must have one parent element. So we need to wrap all these elements inside a parent element, and say we can either use the div tag or any other parent element. So do that. This should then run. So as you can see, this is now wrapped inside the div tag and is rendered. So that's the div tag that it's wrapped inside, and this is the div container that we've defined where all of it is rendered. So let's see what the page looks like if it's not wrapped inside a parent element. So it won't even render, and it will also throw an error which says adjacent JSX elements must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. So we can also add a JSX fragment like this. So let's add that. And this should also run. So yeah, that works fine. Now we can also render this variable as a function. So the syntax for it is slightly different. Say function title, and let's make some changes. So it won't be defined inside the square brackets anymore. It will be called as title, and you'll call the function. Let's see what the page looks like now. So this works fine. And another way of calling the function is the React way of calling the function is using this syntax. But this does not render the function. That's because a component in React starts with an uppercase always. So if we change the function name to an uppercase, it will now render the way it was rendering before. So that's another syntax. So you can also create a function and a variable and render it together. So let's see an example to do that. Let's call it constant and call it info. And let's just say information. Now to render this inside the container, we first need to wrap it inside a parent element, and let's call it div, and then we need to add the variable name inside the curly braces. So let's call that, and let's take a look at a page. So that's what the page looks like. And that's our static page in React. If you have any questions, please post it here. I can then answer them in the next video. That's it for today, folks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next few weeks where we'll discuss React components and create a demo with parent and children components. Take care.